When dealing with larger-than-life characters and huge egos, emotions will collide and turn into hatred, as the following 10 pairings can attest to. 10 cases of real-life hatred in professional wrestling. The Iron Sheik and everybody. The Iron Sheik was a controversial character on screen and hasn't lost that touch since leaving the WWE decades ago. Sheik is known for being a sensation online, going on long, incoherent, hate-filled rants about stars like Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, and Andre the Giant. This isn't one specific rivalry, but in a video about pure hatred, this had to be included, whether the hatred is completely genuine or not. Chris Jericho and Goldberg. While not on the level of the others on this list, this was a huge backstage rivalry during the Monday Night Wars. The hatred started when it was suggested Jericho end Goldberg's streak, and Goldberg didn't take too kindly to that idea. That match never happened, but an altercation did years later when both men were in the WWE during Goldberg's first week, a fight which Jericho allegedly won. Edge and Matt Hardy. While a real-life incident instigated this, it turned into the hottest angle in WWE for 2005. When his real-life girlfriend Lita cheated on him with Edge, Matt Hardy took to the internet rather than keep it quiet. Fans reacted to this story so well that Vince McMahon was forced to put it on TV, which actually turned Edge into a mega superstar. These days, all three are completely past it and living separate lives. Ric Flair and Bret Hart. This hatred occurred after their careers were over, as both men have been critical about each other's comments and how they each feel about their respective careers in the industry. Flair claims that Hart didn't draw and wasn't as good as he says he is. On top of that, he also blames him for overexploiting his brother Owen's death. Bret has also voiced his displeasure with Flair and claims he was better draw than the 16-time champ, so it appears this hatred is ongoing and won't be solved anytime soon. Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett. This feud played out in surprisingly entertaining fashion on TNA Impact years ago, when Karen Angle left Kurt to be with TNA founder Jeff Jarrett. They were going at it for months, and the feud ended with TNA airing Jarrett family segments, which further enraged the Olympic gold medalist as it made him look like a bad father. The two have reportedly buried the hatchet, but with Angle's career winding down, don't expect the two sides to ever work together again. CM Punk and Triple H. CM Punk has no love lost for WWE, but his main beef is with Triple H. During his white-hot Summer of Punk angle, Triple H booked himself to go over Punk for no logical reason, which is why many fans share his dislike for the game. Further than that, Punk stated on Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast that Triple H hadn't liked him from the time he stepped foot into the WWE, meaning that this hatred probably isn't going away anytime soon. Hulk Hogan and The Ultimate Warrior. While no one specific incident started this, these two men held a great resentment towards each other for decades after their famous WrestleMania 6 clash. According to Hogan, the two made amends at WrestleMania 30, but Warrior's wife has a different opinion after his passing, stating that Hulk's attempts were insincere. Knowing Hogan's history of backstage politics and false claims, the reconciliation may not have actually happened. Jim Cornette and Vince Russo. This one is a battle of two men who have never stepped foot in a ring to wrestle, but still continues on to this day. Their problems stem from booking together in WWE, as Russo claims Cornette is salty because Vince McMahon chose Russo over Cornette. The two of them have taken multiple shots at each other in shoot interviews, and hopefully the two will come together one day for an entertaining joint interview. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. The Montreal Screwjob is the most infamous moment in wrestling history and involves a deep-seated, real-life hatred between these two incredibly talented wrestlers. Shawn and Vince McMahon wrongfully screwed Bret out of the WWE title, forcing his exit from the WWE while blurring the lines between reality and fiction. The two had one of the greatest matches ever at WrestleMania 12, but struggled to work together after that. It wasn't until 2010 that they officially reconciled these differences on Raw. Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. While the build to their match at WrestleMania 5 involving Miss Elizabeth was absolutely brilliant, there was actual backstage tension going on at the same time. When Elizabeth and Savage were divorced in real life, Randy blamed it on Hogan, which started years of bad blood. The two managed to work together again, but there was obvious tension throughout. Hulk Hogan claimed the two made peace before Savage passed, which is a touching thought because these two were professional wrestling for an entire generation of fans. That's it for our list. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to TheSportster on YouTube. And remember, sometimes intense hatred can lead to great business.